Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Monday. So we are on our economic calendar at the moment. You can see that this week is going to be quite busy. But today we don't really have much. So tomorrow, elections from the US actually start. So, but you can see that we have interest rates from Australia, which is very important, but this is going to be a little bit earlier. And later on, we have unemployment change from New Zealand. This is way too important. I used to trade this, but mostly it's a little bit late. So on Wednesday, we don't really have anything. I don't know if maybe it's a holiday or something. I will check that. So on Thursday, we have interest rates from GBP or Britain. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3. So this week we have interest rates from 3 countries. So on Thursday, it's Britain and also the US. So this is going to be a very busy week, actually. But besides that, the most important thing is going to be the election. Another thing that I think is going to be important on the stock market is on US30. If you checked US30, if you understand US30, they now removing Intel and now they adding Nvidia. So which means now Intel it's been like struggling actually along the way. So now they are replacing it with Nvidia. I think US30 will start to move nicely because at the moment on US30 we have Apple, we have Microsoft, we also going to have Nvidia and the other ones, right? So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting like Nasdaq. But yeah, besides that, we are here just to see my trade setup for this week. So if you have the system, it's already easy because I already know what's really happening. You can see, let me just show you before I go on the chart. So this system is $150 for those who want it. You can just WhatsApp me. So this is GBP USD. You can see that we already have a very nice buy from this blue indicator. So it shows us that we're supposed to take a buy here. Obviously, if you took a buy there, you were supposed to be eating already, right? So this one is what? It's gold. Okay, if you took a sell here, obviously the market went lower. So what is interesting me at the moment, it's US30 and Nasdaq. You can see a buy here. I think it's still a very, actually, a very nice area to look for that buy, especially for Nasdaq. I think we're still going to have a very nice push to the upside. On US30, I also see the same thing here. I'm expecting to see it going a little bit higher. Maybe we might reach this level, but you can see that a buy was not really far. But if maybe you had the system, it means you jumped in early. So if you want the system, just let me know because you can plug anything. US oil, gold, US30s, everything. So on my side, I'm using this on MT4. So I trade on MT5. So I use this as a signal provider. So it gives me the signals, then I can take trades without actually thinking twice, you see. So that's what it's happening at the moment. So you can scan this QR code to talk to me. For those who want mentorship, if you just want to learn and create your own signals, let me know there. I can teach you, or I can mentor you the overall trading strategies, entries, and stuff like that. So let's see my trade setup. So firstly, when I do all this trade setup and stuff, what I do actually is to check where it's actually US going, or US, or let's say DXY, dollar index. This shows the strength of the dollar. So we can easily see that last week we saw the market trying to go a little bit up, but at the same time, we saw that it was struggling. You can see this area is where I've been talking about, that it's where the market broke out, and maybe the market will reach this area and start to reverse. It seems like it's happening. We can see that the market respected this level, And on Friday, we started to see a little push, especially when the market was about to close there. But now, early, I start to see that the market seems to be running away from that. Remember, at the start of this video, we did talk about on Thursday, there is Fed interest rates or Fed rates. So we expect them to cut the rates. You see, last week we had some very nice earnings. So when we expect the rates, and unfortunately there's also election, so this might be overpowered. What I can say, it might be. I think everyone will be focusing on the elections, but I think it's still going to be very, very important for us who trade, because I think the market might start to move even before that. Today it's Monday, so once we reach Thursday there, maybe the market will be around this level. And if the market keeps going like that, it means that any US pair, it will be trying to do what? To gain the momentum, because the dollar, it will be losing the momentum. But be extra careful, because we also have interest rates from GBP and AUD, you see. So which means whatever that you do, just know that they also have interest rates, and if they cut, it means we're not gonna see, if maybe it's GBP USD, they're gonna cut, and the other one's still gonna cut. Mostly the move is not going to be that much, you see. But it will depend which country still has higher rates. But at the moment, I can see the dollar losing some momentum, which is very good. So let's go on the setups that I can take for this week. If you want the full analysis, go on my yesterday weekly analysis. Firstly, we can see that the market is actually on this nice uptrend structure. So what do I do with this? Already I did my analysis. I know that I'm supposed to look for that buy, right? Because we are on this nice uptrend. So at the moment, I will just try to look or try to check where the market can actually give us a nice reversal, or where the market will actually respect a level where it might bounce back. So now at the moment, we have this diagonal structure. I think you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a proper diagonal structure. So this is going to be my trade setup, obviously. Around this area, to me, I can see that every time the market touches this area, it's where the market bounces back. So I think it's going to be good for me to look for that, you see. So my trade setup is not going to be complicated. We don't really have to complicate things, guys. So you can see here. So the indicator already gave me a quick sell here. So if I wanted to take that sell, I was going to take that, but I did not, because I was focusing on US30. So now we can say, let's draw another one there. So now I have two options. I need to be extra careful because what if maybe the market breaks out of that? So at the moment, I think I will have something like this as my first option. So if this first option goes in my favor, obviously the market will be going up like that, you see. But if maybe this option fails, it means that we might see a breakout. So the breakout, obviously the solid structure that we have, it's going to be this previous resistance. We can draw it like that. But when we check, we start to see that even our previous support is getting closer and closer. Do you see that? It seems to be coming closer and closer, and we can see that it might be around this area and going up like that. But for us to have that sell is going to be a serious thing, you see. So, but as we expect rate cuts, the market might be trying to offload some of this bullish momentum there. Then once we have rate cuts, the market might start to go even higher. So most of the time, be extra careful when we expect this high impact news. Plus, as you know, elections. But during the elections, mostly the market tends to go even higher, because investors, they are not at that time or that week, they are not really interested participating in the stocks. So which means gold tends to move very nice. So that's why I'm saying that it looks to be a very nice buy, and even the market might even break this level, you see. So that is the setup that I'm going to have on gold. So now let's go on US30. So on US30, if maybe I can use this, let's say a daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see that this market is still way too bullish. You can see that the market is still quite bullish, and likely enough, we had a proper reversal. You see that? See what happens after we had that type of a move. Obviously, we get this type of push to the upside. And obviously, it seems like we're going to have something like that. Remember, I have to repeat this. We're going to have rate cuts. Rate cut means that at least they're going to release or relieve actually a smaller weight on these companies. So that is actually good. And it's also good for consumers. So which means we might see the market starting to take shape of this push to the upside. I like what I see here. We started to have one reversal, it was very nice, aggressive. So this second one, it might start to take shape there. You see that? So obviously, since I understand that we are going higher, this will be my trade setup. Actually, if I wanted, I will even start throwing that around that level. That makes sense because we connect one and also other structures there, and it makes sense there. But even here, it's still fine. So if I go closer, you will see that, yeah, it's not like maybe we're wrong saying that we're going to continue looking for that buy. Let's go closer. Let's go closer. We can see that, yeah, the market was indeed on a selling spree here. The market was seriously selling, and that was good because the market has been going up for quite some time. So at the moment, if you missed the market around this level, obviously we expect to see the market doing what? To see the market reversing. Obviously, this is aggressive, and that was enough. So now we expect to see that nice bullish structure. And if maybe I can do my reference, I can start to see that already this side already had a nice indication that we need to look for that buy, you see. So that's why I think if maybe you are here, you are a little bit late, but not that late. But if you got here, already you were going to make something, you see. So I'm still expecting to see a continuation of that push. So now I have two confirmations to say, okay, with my strategy, because that system actually also follows trends. So which means the trend there is turning. So we were on an aggressive sell there. Now we see the market trying to push higher. So at the moment, I'm expecting to see the market. The market might still struggle, obviously. The market might still struggle around these levels. You can see it's where the market was respecting around these areas. But at the end of the day, the market will end up going higher. So to me, this is a very nice area to look for that buy. Look for that buy. Sorry. So you see, so I'm expecting to see that buy. But if you check nicely, you can have those resistance along the way and be extra careful because sometimes the market might struggle, but at the end of the day, the market has to continue going higher. That's what I'm expecting. So my trade setup, it looks like that. But since last week, I've been looking for these buys, but they've been disappointing around this level, around these levels. And then the market kept breaking out. See, but at the end of the day, it's not like I'm all wrong because I'm still in actually. So which means I'm still waiting for the market to reach these levels as my TP, or I can even continue with that and keep locking that profit. You see. So at the moment, I'm just waiting. Waiting for the market to do its thing. At the end of the day, the market might just play around, but I'm still expecting to see some very nice bullish move, especially when we got that nice reversal. So now we are on a Nasdaq 100. So let's check Nasdaq 100 on the system. What did we get? Okay, I think I showed you this several times already. So around this level, we already got a nice buy indication or signal. So which means if maybe you look for that buy, you were not really wrong. So let's go on the chart and see. If we go on the chart, you can see that nice reversal. I already drawn this for you, I think since Friday. Yeah, since Friday. So this, you can still draw this like that. It's also fine, but I just want to cover a lot of structures like this because most of the time I play around bigger time frames. So this is what we had. Obviously, you can just draw the inner structures, something like that. That is our resistance. So at the moment, obviously, we are on a buy, or we are on that strong buy. If you missed it there, obviously, you can do something like this. You can do something like this because sometimes when we have these cells, they look like they will never bounce back. So, and now it's bouncing back. I see a nice area there. It was a previous support area. Then the market broke out of that. We saw on Friday the market tried to break this level and struggled. If you did not really get the market here, then you can get the market above there. So you can have something like this. You can have something like that. And I think the market might continue going higher. So we had some earnings, and the earnings were not really that bad. So at the moment, I think it's now the time the market start to digest the information. Everything was good. So now it's December time or festive season. So obviously the sales will actually go higher. And that is actually a good thing. Plus, this week we have rate cuts. The market might start to react to that immediately, or let's say from now on until Wednesday, we might still have those nice moves, you see. But if you did not really enter already, wait for the market to try to break out of that structure, you see. Because we might have some reversals, but at the end of the day, yes, I'm still expecting to see some very nice bullish moves, you see. So let's see the other one, but this will be enough for me because I don't trade so many things. So US oil has been playing games. US oil has been playing some serious games. But what I see here is the market is actually trying to go a little bit lower. I saw the market trying to reverse, but if you check, it seems like the market gave us something like that. We had something like that. Let's double that. So for us to participate in this, we need to be extra careful because it seems like if you don't really see this, the market might actually just play around here, going up and down. So now we are on this nice wedge structure. The market might just play around. So wait for a breakout. If the market does that, obviously we can look for a very nice buy. Or maybe the market will end up breaking this support area. But not really, I don't think that will, even if it happens, don't expect the market to go on 50 or something. So the market will just play around 60 and still bounce back. So I don't expect any miracle. So at the moment, I'm actually expecting to see whether if the market plays around, but at the end of the day, I think one way out is going to be on top there. See, so anyways, for those who want the system that can help you to have proper accurate signals, you can just scan that QR code, talk to me. If you want mentorship for 6 months and learn all these techniques, just talk to me also. It's $149. So thank you very much. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Thank you.